How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to spook the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. This photo, uploaded to Reddit by user ToothyGrin19135, was taken at the allegedly haunted Penhurst Asylum in Spring City, Pennsylvania. When in operation, the facility was known for its brutal conditions and harsh treatment of its patients. It doesn't seem surprising then that many people who have visited the asylum have had eerie experiences. This image was captured in the Mayflower building. In it, we see a young man sitting in an old chair with a mysterious black shape just above his head. It's unclear what the shape is exactly, however, it's been suggested that it resembles a ghostly figure in a dark cloak. Nowadays, part of the facility operates as a haunted house attraction, and after seeing this post, another Redditor who once worked there as a scare actor shared some of their own experiences. According to them, the staff members would often see shadowy figures moving in the windows of the upper levels, in areas that were badly run down and had no floors. They also claim to have personally witnessed a wheelchair moving all on its own. The former employee went on to note that in one particular area of the asylum, the security staff would only work for 15 minutes at a time, because an intense presence in the area would allegedly start giving them panic attacks. So could this photo perhaps show the spirit of a former patient at the Penhurst Asylum? Take another look and tell us what you think. If you found a locked suitcase in your shed, would you try and open it? Perhaps after watching these clips from TikToker timetowait, you might actually leave it alone. According to the TikToker, her landlord has a locked shed on the property where she lives. However, in this first video, we see that she finds that the door has been left wide open.
That's my shed, and that's their shed, but it's unlocked today.
After entering the shed, the TikToker notices that one side of the space is covered in cobwebs, yet the other side is much cleaner, as if someone's just been using it.
There's cobwebs over here, but there's none here or in this space here. Okay, so now that I've actually climbed in, it's not as funny. Look at all this. There's no cobwebs on any of this stuff.
There, she finds an old suitcase.
Wait, what is this? What the? I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing with this. I didn't catch it, but it was right.
She takes the suitcase inside and attempts to open it. However, just as she unlocks it, a strange sound can be heard. Watch what happens next.
It's not really working. Come on. I don't know. I mean, I don't think... What the fuck? Holy shit. What the fuck is that? Holy shit.
It sounds as though the shed door has suddenly flung open.
I mean, I don't think... What the... Holy shit. What the fuck is that? Holy...
Then, a disembodied crying sound seems to come from inside. It almost sounds like an infant, but her children aren't at home.
My kids are with their dad. What the Oh my god. Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
In the next clip, we see the TikToker finally open the mysterious suitcase. Take a look at what she finds inside.
Oh god. Okay.
The items seem rather innocuous, a phone book, sheet music, and some old magazines.
Okay. So just like life.
However, in the following days, things start to get strange around her house. In this video, we see the door to the shed. It appears to be moving all on its own.
It's just moving back and forth. And
Then, as the TikToker turns to run back into her house, the door suddenly slams shut.
The wind isn't even going. I need to call someone, like, to come.
Scared, she gets into her car to flee, but for some reason the lights on her dashboard are blinking erratically.
I'm gone, but the car's still doing this. Dude, what the f***? Oh my god.
When she eventually returns to the house, she manages to catch this video.
Whatever you are, leave my f***ing house now.
In it, we see that the stepladder appears to be moving all on its own.
What the Oh my god. Sorry. Oh god. Okay.
Then an oven mitt falls from the stovetop.
There's nothing over there. Holy Okay.
The strange happenings continue to escalate as sometime later she discovers a mysterious fire burning in her yard.
There was another fire at my house. I moved the camera over to try to show you, but I don't realize that you can't see it. It's just that little black spot behind the umbrella. There was nothing that I could visibly see that started the fire. I looked before, everything in it, so there's just nothing.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, the TikToker begins to hear unusual noises coming from outside. The police are supposedly alerted and come to check the security footage. However, what they discover will likely send chills down your spine.
This is what the police sent me. This is what they found from all the footage. This is 2 weeks ago at about 10 p.m.
The footage shows someone crawling around the yard on all fours. The figure's movements appear to be inhuman, more like that of an animal.
And I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I know I was in bed. I know I was in bed.
The police then inform the TikToker that the figure in the video is actually her. Unnervingly, she apparently has no recollection of these events.
They say that that's me. I know for a fact that I worked the next morning and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I know I was in bed. I know I was in bed.
So what do you think was in the suitcase? Was it some sort of spirit or demon that managed to possess the unsuspecting woman? This is an ongoing saga that's well worth checking out for yourself. I'll leave links to Time to Wait's TikTok account in the description box down below.
It's open. What the Oh god. What the
We may think we've identified most of the creatures on this planet. However, footage like we're about to see from Warren Rose may just call that into question. The video was captured somewhere in North Queensland, Australia. We see the cameraman moving through the dry grass, a few spindly trees in the distance. One tree in particular seems to have captured his interest. If you watch closely, you'll see why. Something large is looming just behind it. Whatever it is, it seems to be too broad to be human. One viewer in particular suggested it could be a Junjadi. These creatures are said to be 2 to 3 feet tall with black hair and white fangs. They're described as generally harmless, although can be aggressive if provoked. Another possibility is the Yowie. The Yowie is said to be about the height of a human and ape-like in appearance. These creatures are thought to be highly aggressive and are sometimes described as the Australian Bigfoot. While there certainly is something present in this video, more evidence is needed before we can identify it definitively. So for now at least, the idea that some sort of mysterious cryptid could be roaming the Australian outback remains a possibility. If you believe that spirits can attach themselves to physical objects, then buying secondhand items could mean you risk also taking home some paranormal baggage. This story from These Curious Times News gives a perfect example of just how unnerving this might be. When Anya Sipovi, owner of the Winthrop Gallery of Art and Curiosities in San Pedro, California, purchased an old picture frame containing the photo of a young boy, she says that it had a dark, sad aura, but that she feels somehow drawn to it. Strangely, the previous owner told Sipovi that the boy's ashes were actually stored in a compartment inside the frame itself. Sipovi also noticed that on the back of the frame there was a pentagram etched out in a series of holes. After taking the photo back to her shop, strange things began to happen. There were security camera notifications when no one was there, then the camera itself fell off the wall entirely. The bell that notifies staff that a customer has entered the store also began ringing on its own, and even the resident cat began acting unusually. Sipovi decided to sage the entire store, all the while communicating to the boy's spirit that the shop is now his home, and he doesn't need to be sad anymore. Mysteriously, according to Sipovi, the dark aura lifted. However, it seems that the boy's spirit might still linger. Sipovi notes that once in a while strange things still occur, but that she now knows that she's actually being played with. So what do you think? Could this mysterious photograph really be somehow attached to the boy's spirit? Let me know your thoughts on this story in the comments down below. This next clip was posted to Reddit by user JSSimps5. It was captured in a theatre at Concord University in Athens, West Virginia. In the video, you can see the students as they move about the theatre.
Don't move.
Suddenly, they're interrupted when a mysterious footstep sound begins echoing through the air. The students stop moving, but the footsteps continue.
That's definite footsteps.
According to the poster, an EVP session held in the theatre revealed that many spirits were residing in the space. There was one named Dorothy and another one dubbed a Big Bad Entity. The students speculate that these spirits reside in an area of the theatre they refer to as heaven. The poster then goes on to describe another spirit that they have named Mark. He's said to hang out in the balcony area and likes to pop up when it's dark. So are the footsteps in this video really being made by a real ghost? Take another listen and decide for yourself.
That's definite footsteps.
Before we take a look at what some claim is evidence of a poltergeist, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. The last clip on our list is a brief one. Nonetheless, it's rather strange. Posted to Reddit by user KeyRecord8141, the video shows a PlayStation and other various gaming equipment. However, as the camera rolls, pay particular attention to the headphones. As you can see, they suddenly jerk forward, almost falling off the shelf. No one appears to be touching them, and their movement seems to suggest that they're actually being pushed from behind rather than pulled forwards by the cord. According to paranormal lore, it takes a tremendous amount of strength for a spirit to move a physical object. Frequently referred to as poltergeists, these entities are thought by some to be attempting to get attention from the living. As is usual with footage of this nature, some viewers believe it could be fake. They cite the unnatural camera angle as evidence that the entire thing is set up. We'll let you guys be the judge on this one. What do you think? Poltergeist or a possible prank? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that creepy video on the top there. Otherwise, we have an enormous paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Now remember to leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it from me. I'll see you all next time.